Good afternoon, students. Let's continue our topic calculation of current ratio and quick ratio under the topic of liquidity ratio. In my previous lecture, I make you learn that how the current ratio is to be calculating. It's floating on the screen. I highlighted the formula over here that current asset ratio is equal to current assets over current liability. In the previous lecture, you come to know when the straightforward current assets and current liability are given to you, you have to make a sum total of all the current assets as well as current liability, and finally you will get the current ratio. But sometime in the question, the straightforward information about the current asset and current liability is not given to us. Like in this question, working capital is given to us, total debt, long-term debt. Now we have to identify how we can calculate the current assets. For this, the formula, please write down on your books as well. Working capital is equal to current assets, CA is the short form, minus current liabilities. If we deduct the current assets and current liability with each other, then we will get our working capital. Here we find a clue. If we get any of the one thing, whether we have current assets, whether we have current liability, if the one thing is with us, with the help of working capital, we can calculate the another one. So what to do in that case? Identify whether the current assets or liabilities are given in the question or not. In the question, the total debts are given to us. What are total debts? Total debts means the total liabilities. And long-term debts means the long-term liability. If you recall the total liability side of the balance sheet, you recall that the total debt minus long-term debt, you will get your current liability. Total debt minus long-term debt, you will get your current liability. Then working capital formula we know very well. By this, using this formula, we can derive the another one. We can replace the places of working capital and current asset, and then we will get working capital plus current liability is equal to current asset. So working capital is with us, current liabilities is also with us. With the help of these two, we can calculate current assets. Now we got the value of current liability as well as current assets that we require to do this question. What to do now? Now we have to put the values in the statement, and we will apply the formula current asset, that is 75,000 upon 30,000 is equal to 2.5 ratio 1. In this way you have to do this question. Don't forget, whenever in this type of question the items are given to you, write down the formula first of all, then find out that what are the related or concerned items are given to you related to formula, and calculate the current liability as well as current assets, put the values in the formula and get the ratio. In the 12th illustration it is given so, working capital is with us, trade payables are with us, and other current liabilities are also given to us. So in this way you have to calculate the current liability, but the formula will remain changed. Trade payable is also current liability and other current liabilities are 20,000. So in this way, how to do? The formula will become trade payables plus other current liability, and we will get the current liability. And with the help of current liability and working capital, we will get our current assets, and finally we will get the ratio. In the next question, we have to calculate the current ratio as well as liquid ratio both. See, liquid assets are given 75,000. Inventories include the loose tools of 20,000, that is 35,000 in all. Prepaid expense 10,000. Working capital 60. Don't forget to write the formula first. It is current assets upon current liability. Now, see what are the items given related to current assets. If you remember, current assets minus inventory minus prepaid expense gives us the current assets. Write down here in your books that current assets current assets CA. Note down on your books where I am writing CA, current assets minus inventories. I write I for inventories minus prepaid expense, PP, prepaid expense is equal to, yes, prepaid expense is equal to liquid assets, LA. You did this formula in the second example in this chapter, that current assets is equal minus inventory minus prepaid expense is equal to liquid asset. In another way, we can say if we interchange the place of I and PPE, the liquid asset plus inventory plus prepaid expense will give us the current assets. I hope that it is clear to you. With the help of this basic formula, we can derive the another one. Don't we panic that how this formula identify. You have to learn the basic formulas only. The basic formula is that we did in illustration number 1 and 2. In illustration number 2, we have done the formula of liquid asset, that is current assets minus inventory minus prepaid expense is equal to liquid asset. Now we can derive another formula from this, that the current assets is equal to liquid assets plus inventory. Don't forget to exclude loose tools plus prepaid expense. In this way, we can calculate our current assets very easily. Current liabilities. The working capital formula, you remember we did in previous illustration that working capital is equal to current assets minus current liability. So in other words, we can say current liability is equal to current assets minus working capital. Now we get the value of current assets. Now we get the value of quick assets. Now we get each and everything. With us, put all the values in the formula. By putting the formula, we will get that the current assets upon current liability, that is 1 lakh upon 40,000, it will be 2.5:1, and liquidity ratio, liquid assets upon current liability, that is 75,000 upon 40,000. It is 1.8 ratio, we can say. It can be said as 1.9 as well, or 1.875 ratio 1. In this way, you have to do. Illustration number 14 is also similar to that. Working capital, current asset, inventory are given to you, and you have to identify the value. Now, see, a firm has, in illustration number 15, there is a change a little, and it is very important example. A firm had current assets of 2 lakh. If then paid a current liability of 40,000. After this payment, the current ratio was 2:1. Determine the size of the current liability and working capital after the payment. The size means the amount of. So dear students, I am repeating the concept again, that you have to put the values of the current ratio that is given to you, 2:1, that will be 2/1 is equal to 1,60,000 upon current liability, that is to be calculated. By cross multiply, you will get the value 2CL will be there. 2 current liabilities is equal to 1,60,000. Now the next step will be that the current liabilities is equal to 1,60,000 upon 2, and finally we will get 1,80,000 as a, finally we will get the current liabilities 80,000. In this way, you can do it. Please note it down in your books as well. Whatever the steps that are missed by the author, please don't miss that. Otherwise, you find difficulty to calculate for current liabilities. So current liabilities are with us, that is 80,000. Now, what is the working capital? Current assets minus current liability. We know very well that current liabilities before the, what is to be calculated? In this question, the size of the current liability is to be calculated and working capital after the payment. And we have calculated the current liabilities after the payment of 40,000. Now the working capital, current assets minus current liability. Our first part of the question has been completed. But second part is given, also determine the size of these two items before the payment was made. So before the payment, if we add the payment, we will get the items before the payment. The payment is 40,000. So must be the current liabilities will be 80 plus 40. And working capital before the payment will be, must be 2 lakh minus 1,20,000, that will be 80,000. It is with us. In this way, you have to do these type of question in which the clues are given to you and you have to identify the value of current assets and current liability. In this question, in illustration number 16C, a company's current liabilities are given to you, current ratios are given to you, asset test ratio are given to you. You have to calculate the value of current asset, liquid asset, and inventory. Now what to do? Current ratio is equal to current asset upon current liability. With the help of this formula, when the two items are with you, you can calculate the third item itself by putting the values in the formula. And we will identify the current asset, that will be 10,50,000. Now, current assets are with us and asset test ratio is also given to us. Current liabilities are given to us. With the help of this, we can calculate the liquid asset, that is 6,12,500. Now we have to calculate the inventory also. Current assets minus liquid asset, we will get the inventory. In this way, the various items are given to you and you have to identify the value of current assets, current liability by the help of clues given to you. Now in this illustration, if I talk in illustration number 17, current ratio is given to us, quick ratio is given to us, and working capital in actual is given to us. We know very well that the working capital is equal to current assets minus current liability. So we can calculate the working capital in the ratio as well, because current assets are in ratio it is 3 and quick assets in ratio is 1.2. So 3 minus 1.2, it will be 1.8. We will get very easily. In this way, we can calculate that what is the value of the current assets or the working capital or whatever. The working capital in actual is given to us 1,80,000. Current asset minus current liability, 3 minus 1, it will be 2. So we can apply the formula. If the working capital is 2, then the current assets are 3. If the working capital is 1, if the working capital is 1,80,000. With the help of this, it is very easy to calculate the value of current asset. Keeping in mind, if you recall the chapter of ratio proportion that you did in your 8th standard, you apply that mathematical skill in this question. The things are given to you in the ratio proportion as well as one of the term is given in actual, and we have to calculate the actual value of the other item. It might be the current asset, it might be the current liability, it might be the working capital. In this way, you have to do and apply these formulas. So all this, this is all about the day, the chapter we have done. The various question you have to do. I expressed each and everything in the question. You find these type of question thoroughly in your book and you have to complete it. As I'm scrolling the screen up to illustration number 25, everybody has to do this. Up to 25 you have to complete, and feel free to take your queries whenever you feel difficulty while doing in the question. Now I request sir to allow the students to have their queries now. If they have any difficulty in this topic that we have done today, they can ask the question. Students, you can raise your hand and we will unmute you and you can raise your query. Yes, anybody has any doubt related to the current ratios and when the different aspects related to current ratio is given to us, how